Previously on the Tyranny of Dragons. The vampire paces about, looking each of you, threatening as all hell. It is a vampire. And then stops. I have thought it over. Perhaps a deal may be struck for you to keep your miserable lives. As best you can in this freezing cold tower, you set up with some of your packs into your bedrolls, begin to fall asleep, with the vampire off on the other corner of the tower, playing in the shadows. Ireva, you're probably quite unsettled as you feel these eyes ever present watching over each of you. You don't find it on his neck, but rather on his forearm, close to his wrist. But there are puncture wounds. No, we're not going there.
Got it from the main vein.
A blue-skinned giant sits upon the floor with his legs crossed, while two ogres comb his snowy white hair. The giant's hulking morning star leans against the bed within arm's reach. The ogre, bringing you up, speaks. Master, these say they're here for you. In what I have learned, I have determined they cannot be allowed to come to the fruition of their plans. And so for now, yes, I lend my help and my aid. But they do not know my intentions. Gathering information, dissenting it to the many giants across the lands. I know their plans, at least enough. I know their movements, I know their bases. When the day has come, perhaps that is this day, Blagothkus will take over this castle and cast them out. You slay the Cloudchaser, it will send a shock to the cult. I will man the helm. You go down to a level within the ice tunnels that is a little bit more level, kind of closer in alignment to your first entrance to this to the Skyreach Castle. Moving about the tunnels, you are slowly declining in elevation. Vmok, you begin to see the large chamber below, where you see bits of gold and treasure. As you enter this chamber, Glazhael, the white dragon, this Cloudchaser, is moving about and stirring. It has noticed your presence. And as you move within, the floor of the cavern is carpeted in gold, silver, copper, and jewels, all sealed under a sheet of ice, with dozens of old human skulls and bones also frozen beneath the ice. And this is where we will have to end the session. All right, so we do have Hoard of the Dragon Queen playing through the Tyranny of Dragons campaign with all of our players. Jarhead is having some internet issues, but hopefully nothing is too game breaking for him on his end, as we are ready to play. Let's see. So I did get the last few entries, but I think today you can start with rolling historian. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we got... It happens. Vmok, Ireva, Slurm, Rosemary, and Freddy are all characters. Rolling the dice. Comes up with Ireva. Yep. There we go. Yes. All right, so I'll give you the Discord role, and you will be responsible for writing the campaign journal entry for this session. As well, we can get some character introductions if we can start out with Slurm.
And she's enjoying the company so far.
Yes, very nice. A little bit of a precarious entrance, for Slurm is a kobold and joined a party that was pretty used to knocking around kobolds, but nonetheless, she has been welcomed. I think she has demonstrated that she has quite some use, especially with that cool aura that paladins get. All right. Moving on to Freddy. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Hello, I'm Sauerkraut. I play Frederick Bloomington, aka Freddy. He's a half-elf who's a mix of bard from the College of Lore and a hexblade warlock. This makes him a jack-of-all-trades type who performs well enough in many roles to suit the party's needs. And he can't wait for this oversized salamander to go down.
An oversized salamander. Yes. We are running into a dragon lair at the present moment. And that'll be definitely fun. Get to see some new stuff that we have not yet encountered. All right. We also have Rosemary. If you could tell us a little bit about your character.
Yeah, I'm Otto. I play Rosemary, and she is a grave cleric, a reborn grave cleric, and she is in the body of her sister. Her sister sacrificed herself to have her sister become reborn in her body to be able to fight these dragons and continue the mission that she was once on. And now she's kind of ready to defeat this dragon because she doesn't like him and figure out who killed her in the previous life.
Speaking of the party not liking dragons, I guess you could say that Rosemary is the primary driving force behind that. Rosemary does not like dragonkind whatsoever. She is a reborn and has already died once. Next up, Ireva, if we could get an introduction from you.
Yes, Ireva Galanadel is a wood elf ranger of the Horizon Walker subclass. Ireva, this whole time has had a mission of stopping the cults. Upon rumors of them trying to bring back Tiamat, she left her homeland for this purpose. She fell in battle and was given the option to return, and upon coming back among the living in her own flesh and bones shortly after falling, she is more determined than ever. She sees her sole purpose for living and for existence as stopping this. So all her focus is on everything she can do to stop them, including killing this ice dragon, or this white dragon. She doesn't know what he is, technically.
Yes, Ireva, the Oath of Vengeance. Oh, I'm sorry. Hunter, or the Ranger. The Ranger Oath of Vengeance subclass. She is on a mission, and we will see just how well she performs her job as we continue in this campaign. And we do have old Jarhead connected, hopefully without more problems.
Yeah,
Yes.
there goes.
For your own enjoyment. It kind of sucks when your internet's going nuts. But last but not least, VMOC, tell us about yourself.
Stanley, old Jarhead. That is. Hello, everyone. I'm Jarhead. There's Vima, the Glazhael man who is far from his homeland. He's on a quest. Uncertain how, but he was told by a shaman that he is honored. Looks ugly downlander and must have been singing bad. He now we this man's killed and find him and somehow himself to a woman and they are sliver of has been long still doing this to and keep alive, sort of, even though well, not going to do whatever, and going to do is keep this demon and queen from the material and wreaking havoc on the peoples of the. So that's what he.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but you're breaking up. So it's weird. It's like you're in, out, in, out, in, out.
Yeah, that's my love.
Yeah.
Rest of the internet.
I don't know if speaking slower might help, or maybe trying to reconnect to Discord. I don't know.
And you're getting that packet loss again. Like only half of your stuff's coming through.
Yep. We'll do a lot of today, guys.
Okay. Probably typing out maybe. All right, yeah.
Focus on responding to that if you type.
All right. Sorry. That sucks. Hopefully that can be remedied quickly for you, especially before the next session, or even if miraculously you can get it for this session. All right.
Keep an eye. Man goes West Tennessee.
Okay, so hello everybody out there, and welcome to the Tavern League's presentation of the campaign group Tyranny of Dragons, where we play Dungeons and Dragons while we are half asleep. Yes, it is early in the morning, especially for myself. I pretty much just wake up before session start time, and I am so appreciative that you can join us, and only hope that you've brought plenty of ale to keep your mug filled until our tales end. Before beginning, a few notes and disclaimers. This is an active Twitch chat campaign, which basically means that you out there watching from home or even at work, because I know there are a few of you that do that, you can influence the party directly. So you can use your channel points, otherwise known as bar tabs, to hand out advantages, disadvantages. I also have health potions and saving throws. Advantages and disadvantages are only up to 3 per one character at a time. So if you give out an advantage and it's above 3, it will not stand. I'll have to refund you the points. But once they use their advantage, you can do it once again. Advantages and disadvantages, as well as all of the redeemable channel rewards, are only for the session. So once the session has ended, they are lost. So a note to the players, make sure you use those if you are given. Speaking of, Ireva is given advantage.
No, that was a joke. I gave it to myself, if you look.
Oh, I see that. Never mind.
I thought it'd be
No
funnier than
advantage
that.
for you.
That's so funny.
I just see it. I try to get my eyes
I won't
used
do that
to watching
again.
everything.
I won't do that again, don't worry.
No, I probably would have noticed it like once we started and I actually took time to like register in my brain who sent it. Yes, but anyway, so advantages can be used whenever you decide as the player. They are stored. Disadvantages are on your very next roll, as well as health potions and saving throws being immediate use. So once those are redeemed, they are given right then and there. If there is no need for healing, too bad, you've been given a health potion. Let's see. If you enjoy playing Dungeons and Dragons, or if you haven't played but you are interested, maybe you've tuned into a few streams or you've been watching this and you want to play, go ahead and join either one of my Discord servers. The first is for the campaigns. You can join in and check out some of the campaign players, chat with them possibly, and hopefully whenever I do start a new campaign, you yourself can get in. The other campaign is Tavern League's Encounters, which is a one-shot boss fight extraordinaire experience, heavy tactics and strategy, where you can make an extremely powerful character playing as one of 3 combat roles. More information within that server, and I highly suggest that. It's been quite a lot of fun in development. A lot of work goes into this community with the stream, campaigns, and the Discords, and we certainly appreciate all of your support and especially your viewership. It's wonderful having people tune into the stream and say hi, throwing out those disadvantages to well-deserving players, and we can only continue with your support, so I'm very thankful. You can join by tuning into the streams as well as catching up on the campaigns through my YouTube channel, where I am all caught up. So I have all of the VODs made and put up on YouTube. It's just a matter of time for them to schedule and be released. If you want to take a bigger part of the community with monetary support, I can certainly use more to add to these streams, a little bit more production value, as well as I consider these players such a huge part of the campaigns. I would like to compensate them as well, because it is only with them that we grow. You can do that by checking out the Patreon, as well as doing a Twitch Prime sub, or a Twitch sub. And don't forget that you can subscribe through Twitch for free using an Amazon Prime membership. But with that, let's get to it without waiting any longer. We dive into today's episode of the Tyranny of Dragons.
Cue the sword clang.
Last time we were joined at this table, these heroes were worn and tired from a slew of encounters. Chasing after Rezmir and the Red Wizard Asbara Joss had led them through the village of Parnast and up to a crumbling tower atop the floating castle of Skyreach. With nearly all of their resources depleted, they stood breathing heavily within the tower's top floor. But this moment of respite did not last, for suddenly a large bat had flown up and through the open doorway. It transformed before their very eyes into a humanoid creature, wailing a deathly screech from the grave at the smoke and dust still disappearing into the air, its spawn having been slain by our heroes. They each of them stood precariously on edge, wondering if yet another fight was on the horizon. But as the creature stared daggers into them all, it did not attack. Instead, it adopted a steely calm expression and studied them while pacing back and forth. This undead creature was found out to be a vampire. It introduced itself as Sandesil and asked very pointedly, "You killed my consorts. Give me one good reason I should not slay you all right here, right now." And so Freddy quickly took the initiative to speak up. He bargained tentatively with the deadly being, stalling for time as he and his friends gathered themselves for this queer situation. Sandesil went on to probe for who they were and why they were in her tower. Freddy spoke openly of how they were there to stop the cult, and oddly enough, this Sandesil creature seemed to carry certain motivations aligned with the party, and so began brokering a deal. She was part of the old cult and the true way. Sandesil did not like the current trajectory of the cult, speaking longingly about Samaster and raising great Dracoliches along with him from the beginning. But now with Severin in charge, the cult has been corrupted and aimed towards folly, at least in her opinion. Our heroes spoke up about their own goals and that they were likely aligned with Sandesil's, and were first offered to be allowed to leave her lair alive if they would kill Rezmir and leave no trace of Sandesil's involvement. But also, the vampire required a hostage. One of the 5 would remain behind while the rest went about Skyreach to complete their deal. Freddy didn't like this and argued against it, as it would leave them at a disadvantage in the ability to kill the half-dragon. Sandesil did not seem to care, but still asked for a counteroffer if he could think of one. She recognized that they were beaten and in dire need of rest, but once rested and healthy, did not want a group of adventurers to raid her lair after knowing exactly where she lay. The only agreement that could be made was to allow Sandesil to feed on one of them as they slept. This would join a harsh consequence should they fail. That member would turn into a new spawn if they perished in their mission. And so with a bargain struck, Sandesil flew back out of the tower towards the waiting ogre sentries below. She shared a few words, but it must have been enough as they strode off without any more question about the falling ice. And back inside the tower, Sandesil bade her guests a good rest, standing in a dark corner of the room as our heroes took a very uneasy and uncomfortable sleep. Even with Ireva keeping a close awareness of Vimok, for he was the chosen one to take the vampire's bite, Sandesil's movements were unnoticed while they slept. They awoke upon the morrow and checked Vimok to find 2 puncture wounds upon his wrist. The deal had been struck. They set out immediately without pause, following Freddy across the large upper courtyard to the largest tower they could find. Once within, they saw a number of ogres standing quickly to attention at the sound of a bell ringing above the doorway within. Each wore a plumed helmet, displaying a healthy amount of humor to the situation. Words were exchanged, and Freddy and company were led upstairs to the ogre's boss. On the second floor sat a large giant with bluish skin and white hair being combed by a duo of more ogres. They were introduced, and though the giant seemed perturbed, he humored the meeting. Freddy bravely, or perhaps foolishly, challenged the giant, asking why the great Blagothkus would ally himself to help dragons. The large giant responded confidently that the cult would see its time, a grim certainty upon his face. The cocksure attitude of this small half-elf would not agitate him, for he held knowledge that Freddy and his ilk did not. Such an unexpected answer piqued the party's interest, and so Freddy probed deeper. He stated openly that he and his companions were not of the cult and sought to unseat the cult, which led him to believe the great giant might appreciate their aid on his castle. Blagothkus thought for a moment, then smiled and laughed. He called the half-elf out for his boldness. Perhaps this was the sign he had been waiting for. He was privy to much information about the cult. He knew where their supply chains were located, who the big names were, and where all of the treasure was going. All this information... Ooh.
Sorry.
That's fine. All this information he was passing along to his giant brethren once given the chance to move. He had been planning for quite some time to work against the cult from the inside, dealing a deathly blow once the moment was most advantageous for he and his giants to rise again and renew lost Astoria. He pointed to the party. You kill Glazhael, I help you. When the Cloudchaser is slain, me and my brethren upon this castle will push back Rezmir and her cult. We will take over Skyreach once again. beating his large fists together. He did not wait for them to agree. He had decreed, and thus the party would do so. And so, with eager blood pumping through their veins once more, our heroes then walked across the courtyard once again and past a large massing of kobolds in a type of barracks. A small group of cultists walking by halted them, but quick words from Freddy once again gained our group easy passage. They then climbed down a large spiral staircase formed of ice back down into the ice tunnels within the castle rock and towards the lair of Glazhael, the Cloudchaser. They would be doing battle with a full-grown white dragon this day. And thus brings us to the present moment, where you have crept through a main tunnel heading towards the inner vault, where you know Glazhael lairs. As you move along, you begin to see flashes of gold and precious gems glinting off of the icy walls. It displays a dazzling radiance of shimmering colors before you, an untold wealth of treasure waiting within the ice. Myriad colors dizzy you as you pass. It is a beauty unlike anything you have seen before, but also dreadful. The wind from outside howls into the caverns, coming and going, an ever-present low hum that gets louder and then softer. Your soft footfalls are almost gone silently, save for the light crunching of ice underfoot. Almost. As the large mass begins to stir within the large chamber beyond, you each charge forth out of the tunnel mouth. The treasure chamber within is a glittering cavern of ice with jagged walls and icicles the size of stalactites, split into 2 levels. Upon the level you stand is a glittering treasure with reds, blues, greens, whites, and of course thousands upon thousands of golden coins lying beneath an icy glaze. The level is 30 feet below a sheer ledge overhead. Clinging to the ceiling above the Hoard, wings tucked in tight along its sides, with claws gripping the ice, is a huge white dragon staring straight at you. Everybody, roll initiative.
Well, at least I got it out of the way on my initiative roll.
All right, that better not be my only 20 of the night, or I'm gonna be pissed.
All right. Waiting for VMOC.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
There you go. Big rolls.
Nice. Should the bat make an initiative roll too, since it's carrying around the other 2?
I did.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right. Ireva Galanodel, as you are first in initiative order, you are atop the bat. What do you do?
All right. Well, she cannot yet see the dragon, so she will either encourage the bat to fly forward with her, ask the bat or ask Slurm to encourage the bat, and then she is going to hold her action to attack as soon as the dragon is in sight.
Okay.
So that's what we
Ireva
have.
takes the moment to calculate her next move and readies an action.
Yes, return.
All right, VMOC. You see the dragon clinging to the ice up above, about 50 feet up on the ceiling within the stalactites. What do you do?
50 feet above?
Yes. So you are on a level of the sunken treasure. The ledge to your right here, is 30 feet up. And 20 feet above that is the ceiling with all of the ice stalactites. Speaking of, I actually kind of want to... Yes, the treasure is all actually buried underneath ice. Uh-oh. I think we lost him.
I think so.
Alright, maybe you can type in Discord just for the time being. That sucks.
Oh, there he goes.
Wait a minute. Why is that?
I'm guessing everything.
Yeah, he dropped from Fantasy Grounds too.
Yep, saw that. Okay, what do we think VMOC is going to do?
Probably run in.
Yeah,
Probably run in there and say, "Hey, ugly fucker."
and probably throw a javelin.
And probably rage.
I don't know if he would rage just because the dragon is up above. Because if he rages, well, he would be able to make a javelin toss.
Because we talked about splitting up, so he would probably run away from the entrance, or move away from the entrance.
I don't think he has a javelin.
Did he get rid of his javelins?
I think
he had a spear.
I think he threw them. Yeah, he has a spear. All right, so in order to, I don't want to use his rage just in case he might not want to use it, you know, because that is like a big cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he is going to
Charge in and taunt him.
run in and go yelling up at the dragon, "Hey, you, ugly!" And he is going to throw his decorated spear, which is long range. Oh, he's connected.
He is.
Yep, says he's connected. And so he throws the spear at the dragon, but it is blocked. And that will take us to Slurm. What are you doing, Slurm?
Okay, oh,
There.
okay. Flame will move right up Let's see. Right up here, next to VMOC. And then she will. Where is it? Cast. I have to target. Cast Hex.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna do Hexblade's Curse.
Hexblade's Curse. Does that have to be within 30 feet?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not within there because it's so
Yeah.
high up.
Yes, it is
then
30 feet.
Okay, well then I'll do the hex because that's 90 feet.
All right.
Which one do I press both of these?
Both of them. One goes on the target, one goes on you.
Okay. If I... Okay. Yeah, let me mark that off. And then she's going to unleash some Eldritch Blast
Okay.
and Glazhael. One.
That is a hit.
Go.
Yes, girl.
9 points of damage.
It would be in second beam, right? At this
Yes. Yep.
level? Okay.
You do get those. Another hit.
Okay.
No.
10 points of damage coming out.
Well done.
And yeah, she'll just like hiss at the dragon. And
Crazy.
Don't forget that you are in control of the bat.
right. Well, I forgot we did that, didn't we? Is what did we decide, a bonus action to do that?
The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'd be okay just for you to give it orders. Because if you have to use your bonus action, I think that disadvantages you a bit too much.
Okay.
So go ahead and just give it orders. They have to be simple, though.
Yeah. I would just have it stay high but fly into the cavern.
Stay high?
Yeah, like I don't know, 20 feet.
Okay.
Super high,
right.
but yeah.
Disadvantage. Did you get it?
What's up,
For your
Rick?
hex, which disadvantage did you give it?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, I don't know. Go dexterity.
Okay. Wait a minute. Yep. We have disadvantage on dexterity checks. Okay. At the end of your turn, Slurm. At the end of your turn, Slurm.
I like it better the first time.
Let's see.
The dragon wing.
The dragon is going to make a perception check. All right. It is going to... Let's see. It's going to move up within the stalactites a little bit. And then it is going to open its mouth. Wait, no, it's not going to do that. This targets all creatures that are aware of it within 120 feet. A seething, brooding menace emanates from the dragon as you all look upon it. Whereas before you were awed by its presence, now that awe-inspiring feeling, this wonderful magic creature turns to dread. Rosemary and Ireva are both able to withstand this dreading feeling, as the rest are now frightened for 1 minute. You may make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turns in order to resist. And Slurm's giant bat is going to move forth. 5,
I
10.
didn't see a roll for VMOG.
Oh, he rolled it. It's at the bottom.
That's because VMOC's not in.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't see it, but it is there. He rolled a 6. Okay, so
Yikes.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Even with the oof. He must have gotten like a 1.
25 and 30. Rising up 10 feet in front of the entrance is as... Wait, he's got fly 60 feet. So the bat would not be able to fly within the tunnel. It's got a speed of 10 feet. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll let him be 5 feet in the air.
And then Ireva gets to attack.
Yes. And Ireva gets to attack.
Now, since it's a held action, I do not get to do Hunter's Mark, correct?
You do not.
Okay.
And it
I did
has
not
cover for the stalactites.
All right. So, am I doing? Is that cover automatically going to?
Nope, you're gonna have to click the button that says cover at the bottom left by the dice.
Cover. Got it. All right. So, it's once.
That is a
Nice.
critical hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, where's my Hunter's Mark when I need it?
16 points of damage coming out as an arrow comes whizzing from Ireva, emerging from the tunnel, whizzing through the stalactites, scoring a hit upon the dragon.
All right, and she'll loose another one.
That
That was
one
almost another one.
is blocked.
Oh. All right, that's it.
All right, Freddy is up.
Freddy would also like to move into the cave.
One second, I just want to make sure that there's no difficult terrain. All right, yeah, we'll be fine. All right, Freddy, you move in 30 feet atop the mound of treasure.
And Freddy would also like to use his bonus action to hex Glazhael.
Okay.
This time, charisma saving throws.
Charisma ability checks.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
Charisma. All right.
And hit him with Eldritch Blast as well. If I can. Does he have cover?
He does. Freddy, one blast comes out and it smacks into a stalactite, causing it to fall from its perch on the ceiling. That is a miss.
Is cover is what giving me disadvantage?
I was just curious.
Because cover should only be -2, I thought.
I don't know why you have disadvantage. Did you have disadvantage clicked or something?
Nope, just cover.
Roll it again.
The cover back on.
Where is that disadvantage coming from?
Oh, I dropped to 22. Damn.
Oh, it's because you're frightened.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Okay. So those are both my attacks. Both miss.
Both miss. 2 Eldritch Blasts coming out from Freddy's extended palm, smacking into the stalactites up top on the ceiling. Anything else, Freddy?
No, that's all my actions. I'd like to end my turn with a save.
Go ahead and end your turn.
Oh, it automatically rolls it.
You manage to fail, unfortunately. Yeah, it rolls automatically. Okay, rolling a 6 is unfortunate. You are still frightened. Rosemary, what are you doing?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
So I was looking at thaumaturgy, and it creates tremors on the ground. Is there a possibility where I could like touch the wall and it would send tremors to where the dragon is to possibly fall?
Range of 30 feet, though. So that sounds pretty cool. And I'm not sure if it's exactly going to happen how you probably planned, but it definitely would do something. So if you wanted to do that, we could rule that. But I will say that thaumaturgy is 30 feet, so you wouldn't be able to reach the dragon from where you're at right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it on the wall and try to send the tremors because I don't have anything else except for like actual spells that are...
The tremors would not reach the dragon. Because it's a range of 30 feet.
I don't think I want to do that. I'll hold my action to win the dragons within 30 feet to do Toll of the Dead.
Okay, in order to hold a spell, you have to concentrate on the spell.
Oh, never mind. Makes sense. Let's see what I can do then. That's concentration. Shootity shoot. This is 60 feet. He's technically 95 away, right?
Let's see. So he's 50 feet up. You're 5 feet above the ground. I don't know, probably like 50 some feet.
50 some feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to do this. No, nothing's within range. Yeah, I guess I'll just end my turn to where I'm close enough because nothing's within range. Can I dodge as my action?
Yes, you may.
Then I'll do that.
You're on a bat.
Yeah, but she can still dodge.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
well, also the bat is only 5 feet off the ground, so if you don't want to be on it, you could jump off.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do that.
If you want.
I think I was just picturing Rose like diving to the side.
No, I think I'll stay on the bat, but just do the dodge action until we're close enough.
All right, so go ahead and double click that dodge under the generic actions within your actions tab.
Like
All
that?
right, Rosemary is going to dodge for this round. Are you done?
Oh yeah, sorry. That's my bad. I was just thinking.
All right, back to the top of the order with Ireva. What are you doing?
All right, Ireva. Let's see. He's 40 feet away. She is going to... Oh, sorry, things are working weirdly. Okay, never mind.
He's back.
She's going to put her hunter's mark on this dragon. And then... she is just going to once again attempt to attack him.
Okay. Ireva, reaching out to her hunter's instincts, casts a hunter's mark, taking close aim, scoring a hit, dealing 16 points of damage to Glazhael, who cries out, I've smelled you before. You've been down here recently. Who are you? What are you doing in my lair?
You need not know who we are, other than we are the ones to end your life at the request of another.
Then you will die. Another arrow comes streaking out, blocked
17,
off of the heavy scale of Glazhael.
Alright, and that's all because she's still in the bat, so she's just gonna chill.
Okay, Vmok is up.
Oh, where's he at?
All right, Vmok, you have thrown your spear at Glazhael. I did not rage because I didn't want to use that cooldown for you. Glazhael is up on top of the ceiling, 15 feet up, attempting to hide within the stalactites right now.
Okay.
Ireva went and pissed him off, but that's about it.
Okay.
And I think also think Vmok is under fear.
Vmok
Can't
is,
be fear.
Vmok is frightened.
yeah, Vmok is frightened.
All right. So can't move closer to it.
Yeah.
Start beating ice with his hair. Shipping ice to dig up some treasure. He's gonna piss it off even more.
Oh, Nodders
Yeah,
gives Raven disadvantage.
I mean, and yeah, he's not rage yet, so.
All right, Vmok begins to claw at the ice, attempting to uncover some of the treasure, hoping to draw some of the ire of the white dragon. Advantage is given to Vmok. Vmok, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Wow.
Loose.
Oh wait, it still said disadvantage though.
Yeah, it's because he was targeting Glazhael.
Oh,
He's also still afraid.
he's scared. Yeah, he's scared.
Oh yeah.
So,
All right, Vmok, as you try to chip away at this ice, it is kind of unnaturally thick, even though you can see the treasure just below. You're trying to chip away, but not quite yet are you able to get down to the good stuff. Anything else? As advantage is given to Freddy and Rosemary. Slurm has received initiative.
Okay. She can't really get closer. She's gonna move over here.
Be careful about how you move, because no movement can be closer. So you're gonna have to break up your movement. You know what I mean?
Okay. How do I do it individually again? Is it arrow keys?
Yep,
Okay. Is that?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You have 5 more feet.
Oh, do I?
Yep.
Okay.
Because of diagonals. All right.
You can also click and drag in segments if you want to as well.
Okay. Still out of range. Let's. I think she's just gonna Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
Wait, what's the range on this? Oh, 60 feet, no. Yeah, I'm going to Eldritch Blast again.
Okay. Slurm casts on her Eldritch energy, even with the disadvantage, scoring a hit on a 19. Go ahead and roll damage. 8 points of damage from the first blast. Go ahead and do another. That's another hit on a 19.
All right.
9 points of damage.
And then I think I'd command the bat to. Is there a way for me to ping an area or something?
So when you hold down the right and left mouse buttons and drags, it creates a temporary pointer.
Oh, okay.
And then if you hold
I
down,
was thinking.
if you hold down Shift, Alt, or Control while you do that, it does the different objects. So you can do a square, a circle, or a cone. I believe Shift is square. Yep, Shift is square.
Okay. I was thinking of trying to have the bat move over in this direction and get some elevation.
Okay.
And then that would be my turn.
All right.
Oh no, still failed it.
Slurm fails her saving throw against the frightening presence of this dragon. All right. Ooh, we've been forgetting. Glazhael is in dim light.
Ureva says, "Who cares?"
It doesn't really make a difference to any of you. Okay. Just for perception checks. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I can do. What can I play with?
Your dragon ween.
Rock me, baby, like a dragon ween. Let's see. How can I position this?
You know we can see that, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Just letting the dread set in. All right. Glazhael is going to move above within the stalactites to a position where she may target all of you. And opens her mouth. And you see a bunch of mist begin to form within. This mist coalesces, and suddenly a spray of cold energy, blinding and completely obstructing view, rushes out. And this is a Constitution saving throw for all of you. And it appears...
Can I use my advantage on this?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and roll me another Constitution saving throw.
I think I'm going to take it too.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Rolled worse.
yep,
Well, same.
that's
I
not
rolled the
really
same.
help.
Wait, can I use mine too? Not the fake one I gave, the other one.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yep, you did fail.
Okay,
I thought you succeeded, but yep. Constitution.
Is this technically an attack?
This is not an attack. No, it's not an attack.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled worse too. Yay, we're so good at rerolls, guys.
Yay! The dragon breath weapon comes out. Spraying its icy mist.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, we have a few stuff going on.
Oh no.
Ireva takes 58 points of damage, 14 to Vmok, 58 to Rosemary, 58 to Freddy, who goes down. 29 points to Slurm, and the giant bat disappears. Freddy, or Ireva and Rosemary both fall to the ground. Ireva and Rosemary, please make me an acrobatics check. Ireva.
Oh, you made
slips-
athletics.
That's all right. That'll be fine. You rolled a 13. All right, Ireva, you fall prone.
No, I'm saying your Raven rolled athletics.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
did.
Ireva, yeah, roll acrobatics.
My bad.
That's the
doesn't
thing,
have-
yeah.
that
Me-
doesn't-
Even worse.
It's
Even
not my fault
worse.
that you're rolling bad today.
Yes, it's already.
So they're only 5 feet off the ground. You're only supposed to take damage if you fall more than 10 feet in 5e.
You didn't
You're
say
standing on
damage.
ice.
Okay.
All right. That takes us to Freddy, who must make a death saving throw.
I've lost track of it. Where is it?
It's on the main tab.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, but for some reason I'm not seeing it.
The very
It's,
bottom, by your hit
bottom.
dice, where it says death saves,
Oh,
there's a
there it
button.
is. There it is. Yep. It was hiding.
Ooh, critical success! Freddy
that.
falls.
Nice.
Freddy falls down as the ice covers his body. The moment his heart begins to falter, jolted up, opening his eyes. You are alive with 1 hit point. What are you doing?
I'm going to stand up.
All right, using half of his movement, Freddy stands up.
Use the rest of my movement to continue to move around the cavern.
Okay.
Target myself as a bonus action. Cast Healing Word.
All right, Freddy regains 8 hit points to himself.
And I can't cast another leveled spell. So I think I have to do just more Eldritch Blast on him.
All right. A beam of crackling energy comes out and hits Glazhael in between the many stalactites. The second beam misses, crashing into a stalactite, causing it to also crash upon the ground. 2 points of damage to Glazhael.
That's all my actions.
All right. At the end of your turn, Glazhael speaks out. This will be fun. Rosemary, you are up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Well, I'm definitely going to heal. I can tell you that. And let's see. Yes. Healing word is 60 feet. How far away is Fred? 45.
Freddy
I'm
is
gonna do,
within range.
Yeah. I'm going to do mass healing word.
All right.
And I'm going to target you, because I think I could target that many.
Yep.
Am I targeting myself?
Nope. Has no effect on undead or constructs.
And I'm undead, huh?
Yep.
That makes sense. Then I'll just do that. And I'm gonna upcast it at level 4.
Okay. So, remember how to do upcasting?
Yeah, you just write.
That might be a little different. Here,
like that, right?
oh, it did work. Okay. I was just thinking if you did that, maybe it would not proc for everybody, but yes. Okay. 8 points of healing going out to all of your allies from Mass Healing Word. And that is upcasted to level 4.
And then I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to move here to spread out. And then that was a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Can I still reach this with my... No, I can't. Okay. Then I'm going to... Oops. I'm going to dodge again.
Okay.
Where is that button? It's all up the way at the bottom, huh?
Yep. Way at the bottom. Don't forget to end your turn.
Yeah.
All
there we
right. We go back to the top of the round with Ireva Galanodel.
All right, first, Ireva is going to use her second wind. So mark that, and boom.
Ireva regains 9 hit points as she gathers her breath.
And she is prone right now, correct?
Correct. Half of your movement to step up.
Yep. So would that be 15 or 20 feet to stand up?
15.
Okay, so she is going to stand up, and she is going to move back to here.
All right.
I think.
Yep,
Yes.
that works.
Very well. Yes. And then she is just going to continue firing at this. Well, I keep wanting to say this boy, but you referred to Glazhael as a she, so firing at this bitch.
Ireva coming up from the ground, quickly stepping up to her feet in one of those things where you like kick your legs back, a kick up. Moving over, taking aim and firing 2 arrows. The first burying into a stalactite, the second burying into Glazhael as it deals 12 points of damage.
Oh, Hunter's mark was dropped? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. Fell unconscious.
Right.
Oh, wait, you didn't fall unconscious. Concentration was broken.
That makes sense. All right, and second wind is a bonus action. Yes. Okay, so that's it.
All right, we move on to VMOC. What are you
How
doing?
high in the air is this thing?
50 feet.
50 feet. So Weemock is still frightened of it. He's going to not get closer. Because he doesn't want to waste a rage. He's going to continue trying to provoke it to come to him. Well, I'm not breaking up, am I?
No.
Nope, you're very
really
clear.
good, actually.
Yep, you're very clear.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sound great.
Stop it. Oh, please, stop it. He will look at this thing, not having had a chance to judge its gender, and he will take out, he's got his warhammer out, and he will pound or attempt to pound the ice again. And I will take your treasure if you will not come to me and fight like a valiant being instead of breathing this ugly air upon us. And he will do so.
All right, VMOC, please make me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Can I get some guidance on that? Oh, it's touch. Never mind.
Yeah. Also,
It also takes an action.
yeah, I think guidance is. All right, with a 17, VMOC calls out to the dragon, taunting it. Anything else?
No.
Slurm receives initiative. And once again, VMOC fails to save against this frightened effect.
Yeah, he gets to do it at the end of his turn.
Let's see. Slurm is still frightened, right?
Yes.
Okay. And did she lose concentration on Hex? Or is that still?
No, that's up.
Yes, you did. Hex is gone.
Okay. I thought it might be.
Oh, the effect is still on.
That's the effect on you. The one on Glazhael you would see is actually dropped.
I think I'm gonna recast it.
Okay.
Should we do that?
All right. What ability do you want disadvantaged? Dexterity again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dexterity. And then she'll unleash 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. The first blast is dodged.
There we go.
And a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Slurm shoots out 2 blasts of eldritch crackling energy. One smacking the dragon on its haunch, dealing 10 points of damage.
Oh wait, and then yeah, I'm gonna move this way.
Okay. Let's see. You're 30 feet away. That would bring you, I think, too close. Because you are frightened.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll just stay there.
Okay. Glazhael, looking down at the party, sees VMOC burying his hands into the ice, attempting to chip it away, taunting it. This creature does not like that. It releases itself from the ceiling, dropping down, turning upside down in the air in a display of dexterity, extending its wings to sail down straight at the Goliath. It lands upon the ground right in front of him and snaps out with its claws and bite. Okay. Once again, all of you are targeted by this frightful presence. And Freddy and VMOC are the only fails. It then...
I was already feared.
Yep. So, okay. So, usually it does not apply the effect twice. So...
I'm double feared.
I can't get feared anymore.
I'm already feared. I can't fear over any further.
I had already emptied my bladder once.
All right, and then it is going to snap out, making a bite attack against Vima, which is a hit. One claw comes out, followed by another. All of these hit.
Okay, I'll
VMOC.
probably go ahead.
Vimok takes 14 points of damage, partially resisted from the bite.
I wasn't raging, so...
Could I cutting words the last one, the 24 attack?
Go ahead.
D8.
Oh,
Minus
that's not great.
1. 23 is still enough. Vimok, you are raked and tossed side to side by the force of these blows, the bite clamping down on your shoulder as the claws rake your body. You take 14, 13, and 14 points of damage. And
Can I
Glazhael,
use my stone's endurance?
yes, you may. All right.
Roll.
Nice. This dragon is now on the ground, raking at you. It's kind of like doing that thing like a cat does, where it clamps down on you and then it rakes with its hindquarters.
Playing with its mouth.
Yeah. All right, Freddy, you're up.
I'm also gonna hex him.
Okay.
And my hex is off of me, so I gotta really do that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do wisdom this time around.
Okay. Got it.
Then I'm going to taunt Glazhael with a vicious mockery.
Ooh. All right, what do you say?
Oh, it succeeded.
What
My
do you
words
say?
fall on deaf ears.
what is your vicious mocking?
Yeah, what is your mockery that is vicious?
If I looked like that, I would have jumped first into a vat of acid. Or did you already? I can't tell.
All right.
And she's like, well, I look beautiful, so.
As the words reverberate across the air towards Glazhael in this shimmering mist, I guess. Shimmering vapor. It hits Glazhael, and though she pauses for a second, she succeeds, and they have no effect.
Let's see. I'd also like to move, circling around the cavern. See, that should be the same distance away.
Yep. Should be. No, it's 30 feet. You gotta
Yep, one too close.
All right.
And then my turn.
All right. At the end of Freddy's turn,
this
Glazhael is going to use a legendary action to make a tail attack. But
So you're saying Vmok's gonna get some tail?
actually, this tail is going to whip around and smack into Slurm. And that hits with a 27. Slurm takes 10 points of damage and maintains concentration.
Oh, you did it!
All right, Rosemary, you're up.
Yeah, so. Oh, let's see. Everyone's not within 30 feet. But this dragon is.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
trying to do blight.
Ooh. All right, Blight.
Oh.
All right. Rosemary, you extend your hands, casting the Blight spell, and you begin to see this brown reddish rust kind of start to cover the scales of Glazhael, but it roars and shakes itself, succeeding on the saving throw.
It still takes
Yep.
Takes half the damage, though.
So when you roll damage,
So
it will
how would I
deal
do
half.
that?
Nope. It succeeded, and that logs automatically as long as you are targeting. So when you deal your damage with the blight spell, it will be reduced by half. No need to do extra.
Okay.
11 points of damage. As
Those are some bad rolls.
Yes, as the blight takes hold. That is a level 4 spell. I believe that might be your...
Yeah.
All right, no more 4th level spells for Rosemary.
And then just gonna back away.
Okay.
Try not to get hit. Oh, I still can't see anything. Is that because I'm on the...
Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
That works. And then end my turn because everyone else is in
Okay.
range.
Glazhael looks like she is kind of tired. Looks a little worn. You see her as she's attacking Vmok, raking at him, looking around to each of you. You will all die. I will feast on your flesh. Ureva, you're up.
All right, Ureva is going to recast Hunter's Mark. She is going to back to this corner and take a couple more shots at Glazhael.
Okay. The first arrow glances off of her scales. The second striking true, burying into a soft spot on her chest, dealing 9 points of damage.
That's the worst damage Ureva's done, I think.
2 ones, unfortunate.
Right?
Emotional damage. You guys see that TikTok?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, and then yeah, that was bonus in action, so she done.
All right, Vmok, you finally have this dragon within reach. What are you doing?
So after he got, tossed about like a toy mouse, he kind of grins at it, and he goes into a rage.
All right.
This will be a reckless or a frenzied rage.
Okay.
So not this turn because that was a bonus action going into a rage, but from henceforth he will get a bonus action attack. So he's going to unleash on it with his warhammer. Reckless.
Okay.
Wait. When he went into a rage, he would have lost the frightened.
Yes. It is true.
So I would like to roll that again because that should have been an advantage.
Yes,
He's brave
go
like a
ahead.
big boy.
Nice.
That's a hit.
I will make you my bitch.
13 points of damage from the first strike.
Second attack.
That's another hit. And a final swing of the Warhammer from Vmok, dealing 9 points of damage.
And he's going to stand his ground.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's his turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, Vmok, Glazhael is going to use 2 of its legendary action points. Everything within 10 feet. You see Glazhael begin flapping its wings, buffering the ground. Vmok, you feel your feet begin to be swept from underneath you. And you make a dexterity saving throw, of which you fail. You take 5 points of damage and are knocked prone as Glazhael takes flight, moving up to half of its speed.
To get a attack of opportunity.
Go ahead. That is a miss. 5, 10,
Flee, you bitch, flee.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40 as she moves.
Cowardice.
To the top of this ledge.
Which is 30 foot in height.
Yep. She wouldn't be 40, she'd be 30. So she flies up to the top of that ledge. And it is Slurm's turn.
Okay.
That doesn't let you see.
No, frightened. I think Slurm will just continue Eldritch Blasting.
Okay.
Oof.
That is blocked.
Second one.
Oof. An automatic miss. 2 Eldritch blasts. Bolts of this Eldritch energy come shooting out from Slurm, both missing Glazhael.
Well, she's just gonna stand there really disappointed with herself.
All right. And Slurm is no longer frightened.
I rolled 20 on my save.
Nice.
Right.
Damn it.
Let's see.
Glazhael takes a nap.
Glazhael is going to perch up top, saying, I do not know who you are, but you have made a grave mistake. The cult will have your heads. And it is going to step a little further back. And this causes you each to lose sight of her. Freddy, you're up.
We are no longer frightened then if we can't see her, correct?
Let's see. You are still frightened, but it does not have the effect because it is not within line of sight. So the frightened effect persists, but you don't have the disadvantage on ability checks or attack rolls. And you still, you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear.
All right. Freddy will shout out quickly after that yellow-bellied worm, and then we'll double move.
You hear a soft come from above.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming we can't see her anymore, right?
You can't.
Yeah.
But you
so
are
Freddy
still,
will,
but you are still frightened. And you can't willingly move closer.
but you said we couldn't see her, so the effect isn't like on.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The second bullet point, the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. You still know where it is. The disadvantage, the
line of sight.
The disadvantage is for the line of sight. You still can't move closer to it.
All right, so would that spot be closer then?
Well, each movement that you take cannot be closer.
Oh, that's what I'm asking is like, am I moving closer during those points? Like, how far back
Yes,
did
you
he
are.
go in that cave? Okay.
I would say that you think the dragon is like right about there. That's the direction where you're thinking.
All right. In that case, Fred will target himself, use a second level spell slot, and cast a healing word on himself as a bonus action.
Okay. Eight points of healing to Freddy.
He's going to then... He can't move closer. So even if he were to go in those caves, it would be pointless. So then he will stand there and hold an action for Glazhael being seen again. He's going to strike her with Eldritch Blast.
All right. In order to cast spells, you must concentrate them. Concentrate on them for readied.
It's a cantrip, but yeah.
When you ready a spell, it uses up concentration.
Even cantrips?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm not doing that. I don't want to drop Hex. So I guess I'm just standing there then. There we go.
Right.
Yeah, you saved.
You saved and are no longer frightened, taking us to Rosemary.
Yeah, so she moved back this way, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then I have a question. Does like this lead back here, like this?
As far as you can, as far as you can tell, as far as you can tell, the tunnel that you are in curves upwards steeply, and it goes back further, but you can't see beyond that because it's like a smaller tunnel.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try moving back here to see if I see if she's up there. Aha! She's up here. 70 feet.
I say, can we hear her? I can't see her, so I don't know. Like, Ureva doesn't know where she is.
Oh, what happened? There we go. Anything that's not 6 feet. Let's see. I'm going to try. Well, it did that 60 feet. I'm gonna. I think command's only 60 feet too, right? Yeah.
Command is not prepared.
It's not. Oh, I see. I'm gonna hold my action for if she gets within range to do Toll of the Dead. Actually, I'll just dodge.
Dodge? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge instead. But still having down here, so.
All right. Anything else?
I keep on closing out of that. There we go.
Ureva, you've received initiative. You have seen this dragon slink away from the ledge. You know it to be up above. What are you doing?
All right. So Ureva can't see the top of the ledge, can she?
You can see the top of the ledge, yes.
Okay, hold on. Don't accept this move, and I want to see how far. Oh yeah, no, she can barely go anywhere. So she's just going to. Well, actually, since she can't see the dragon, she won't be able to attack. So she is going to cast Longstrider on herself.
All right.
And then she can move 45, and she will move simply towards where Rose was calling from. So she can move right here.
All right.
Right, yeah, it adds 10 feet. Okay. Still no dragon sight, so... And she can also, I guess I should ask, like, can she feel the direction the dragon is in, or since Hunter's Mark is on her, or would you like me to do a perception check?
You sense that she is up above on the ledge, about halfway in, so like 85 feet away.
Okay, so since Ireva wasn't able to actually see Rose when Rose pointed, Ireva will call to the others, and she will point in the direction. The mark I have upon the dragon tells me it is that direction, right over there. And that is it. Oh, and I thought I clicked it, but I didn't. There we go.
All right, we move on to VMOC.
Who's been knocked on his tuchus.
Yes.
He will spend half his movement to stand.
Okay, 20 feet of movement.
Look around. He can't climb that. I mean, he could climb, but that would take, double movement to climb that wall, that
Rage
ice wall.
climbing.
Yeah. I mean, he is angry, and he's very irritated, but... Let's see, 5, 10, 15. But that's crazy movement to get there. So the lighting in this chamber is because of the ice and the glittering of all the coins and everything, right?
Yes. Light kind of like... So light kind of glares off of the ice, so anything coming from outside like bounces off the walls and everything.
Where the dragon went, it's dark, right?
No, it is light above.
Oh, okay. But she backed away, so we cannot see her.
That's why you can't see her, because she is behind the ledge.
Okay. So to get to the ledge would be how much movement?
It would take your movement to get to the bottom of the ledge.
All of my normal movement?
Yeah.
Plus, okay.
Because half of your movement is 20 to get up from prone.
Right. And he's got 20 regular movement left. And then to climb it, because it's 30 foot, would be his dash speed, right? Would he have anything left when he got to the top of it?
So the ledge is 30 feet up. Climbing would be difficult terrain for you because you don't have an actual climb speed.
Which would make it 60. It would be 60. He couldn't climb it because it's double, so he couldn't climb it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get to the top.
Right. And nowhere is there any slopage on it. It's straight up all the way across, right?
It is a sheer edge.
All right. Did he hear Rose?
Yes.
He's going that way.
Okay.
So this will be a dash. So
30 feet.
Can he see in this tunnel? It's dark.
It is dark. He cannot.
Where are you? Okay, he's playing blind man bluff in the tunnel. Hands out on either side.
I'm this way, just follow my voice.
All right. You do hear Rosemary's voice coming from above you.
We had, let's see, 20 minus...
So you use 10 feet of movement from your dash.
To stand, so he's got 10 left. Yeah. No.
You used 20 feet to get up from prone, and then you ran, and then you moved 30 feet. So that's 10 feet of your dash action. So you have 30 feet left. Do you want to move next to Rose?
As far as I can, yes.
Okay.
You know, hands out, scraping along the side of the tunnel.
There you go.
Can you see the beast?
Hello.
Yes, you can.
But I don't have an action left. I do have a bonus action. How far is the beast from BMOC? 75 feet.
Just look down.
Stop it.
Giggity.
No, can't even throw a or a hand axe at it. So,
You got any more movement to get closer?
no, I've dashed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be because it's outside the 60. So it's outside the disadvantage range. So he will lose his rage here, right?
You were attacked since your last turn.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Took damage. So
You took damage, so you will not drop rage.
okay. So yeah, oh, Rose, stay behind me. That'll be
Sounds like a plan.
All right, that takes us to Slurm. What are you doing?
Let's see. She's gonna follow
Okay.
and proceed into the tunnel, dashing as well. I think that's full 60. This way, this way, this way! Can't run from us!
You cannot run from me.
I think that's all she can do right now. So
Yeah,
there.
using all your movement. All right, Glazhael. What do I want to do?
You want to come closer to us and not make this hard.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Glazhael suffers a massive aneurysm. Encounter over.
It is going to force its frightful presence once again on everybody within 120 feet. Let's see.
There we go.
Everybody succeeds, save
Only
for
Ireva.
Ireva.
Oh no.
Save for Ireva. And the dragon is going to move over closer to the end of the ledge where you see an opening to a tunnel going down. Freddy, you're up.
Red's running. Oh, dashing straight for that opening everyone went through.
Okay.
Dashing through the snow.
Right.
Chasing after Sandy Claus.
Right.
Yeah.
Bonus action, going to use another first level spell slot and try to heal your Reva.
Okay. 6 points of healing coming out for Ireva, cast by Freddy. Rosemary, you're up.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's gonna run in as much as she can. Only 80 feet. There's nothing I could really do except for... Let's see... Actually, could I just go back to BMUC? I didn't want to move forward.
Alright.
Sorry. And then I'm gonna enhance his ability to... Let's see... I think I'm gonna do Bear's Endurance.
Bear's Endurance. Okay. Enhanced ability is a concentration check. It is a concentration spell, I should say.
Yep.
Oh, you gave that to Glazhael.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
turncoat.
Yep. Remember to target.
You're not doing that. I thought that one was for me, sorry. So I put this on myself, I believe.
No, that goes on the person
And then I
who's...
put...
That goes on the person who you're
Oh.
enhancing their ability. Alright.
And... Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what... One, so Constitution...
Yep.
Is that just the
That's the first one.
temporary... Okay.
That's that first button. And 3 temporary hit points. VMOC, you are given Bear's Endurance, and you have advantage on Constitution checks. You also gain 2d6 temporary hit points for the remainder of the spell, as long as it persists. That is 1 hour.
And then I'm just staying behind VMOC, letting him... Actually, can I move behind VMOC? Like he said, for me to do? Stay behind him?
There you go.
Yeah.
Shield.
All
And
right.
then that's my turn. I keep on...
Ireva, you're up.
Okay, so I can't move closer to the dragon, correct?
You cannot.
But I can't, as a player, see the dragon, so...
You still cannot move closer to the source of your fear.
No, I know, but, like, is... like the dragon in the same spot you pointed to before, more or less?
The dragon is, 125 feet away from you, pretty much directly east.
Okay, so I can't move east. Okay. And you can't really, like, hold movement, can you? Like, I can't hold it to
No, you
try
cannot.
and save for the... Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, you cannot.
You can dash, though.
Yeah, but I can't move closer, so there's no point in me really moving.
I thought we figured
Can
you
you
could
hold the
ready.
dash action?
Yeah. I thought that was something we figured out.
I just asked him that, he said I can't.
I'll look it up.
Well, dash is an action, so you can ready a dash, but you can't ready
That's what I was trying to
movement. You
say.
can't hold
Yeah.
movement by
Yeah.
itself. So your
Yeah.
first 30 foot you can't hold, but a dash is an action, so you can ready a dash.
Yeah.
Okay, you alright with that, Nomad?
Yeah, you can ready a dash.
Okay.
That's
So she can't see the target, so there's nothing for her to like attack or anything like that. So she will ready a dash to run into the tunnel, if she is able to break the sphere.
Okay.
But that's gonna be her turn. She's good at one thing, really.
You are unable to shake off the fear. And we go back to VMOC.
VMOC's going to, kind of stride in. And he is dashing, so there's 40.
80 feet.
And then his 80 is going to take him to, like right there. And the whole time he's talking, you're going to run away and leave us to gather up as much of your hoard as you will let us take. What brave beast are you, you chicken lily little thing, you. And while he's doing that, he's putting away his warhammer and he's pulling out his hand axes.
All right.
And as his bonus action, he's going to throw one.
Are you putting away your warhammer or are you dropping it?
He's going to drop it when it gets there.
Gotcha.
He's like, he's talking a whole bunch of smack, and at the last second, he's going to drop his warhammer and yank out a hand axe and throw it at the bitch.
Okay. As you are striding forward, this dragon you see is turned from you so that you are actually seeing it from the back. But as you begin to speak about its treasure, its head whips back. And you see its fanged maw, teeth bared, glaring back at you. Go ahead and roll an attack.
It's a bonus action, so, but because he's still in his frenzied rage.
Wait, how can you make that with a bonus action?
Because it's part of his frenzied rage.
You have to make an attack for that to. Okay, so. Let's see. You can make a single melee attack as a bonus action each turn. So it has to be a melee attack.
You're right. So never mind. So.
Did you want to drop your warhammer?
Not if he's going to be.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's just standing there, and he is. And his rage ends.
Yep. Unfortunately, VMOC's rage ends, and you gain a level of exhaustion.
Yep. So he's screwed.
All right, Slurm, you're up.
I'll start putting together my next character.
Okay. As far as we can tell, the dragon's still up in that little pocket area, huh?
Yes.
It's ready to eat VMOC, so let's do
It
it.
does sound like it is still up there.
10 foot.
Oops.
Oh,
It's right there.
That's 25 feet of movement.
25. Okay. I'll move another 5 to 115. I think that's still within Eldritch Blast range.
I think so
I
too.
think it's 120.
Yes, it is 120 feet with just enough room to spare.
She's gonna unleash some more Eldritch Blast.
Okay. The first blast hits as Slurm comes running from the tunnel mouth.
Nice.
An Eldritch
Right in the eye.
blast cracks into the hindquarters of Glazhael, dealing 16 points of damage. The second blast hits as well. What do you got? 11 points of
still really
damage.
good.
Take that!
All
Like
right.
It goes from her giggling to just like,
Glazhael looks worse for wear, to say the very least, and is going to tuck tail and begin moving through this tunnel. Let's see, she has to squeeze, so she's gonna double move. I think she can get there. If it'll let me. Here we go. She has to use a dash action in order to get within that tunnel to squeeze. She can tuck her wings and make her way through, but it's a little difficult.
And we hear which tunnel she's trying to go through, north or south.
You do not. You are too far away. VMOC knows. All right, taking us to Freddy.
Seeing Ureva struggling a little bit, Fred's gonna move there, touch her with a dose of heroism.
Ooh.
She is now
Very
immune to
nice.
frightened,
That is true.
igniting her reaction.
Nice.
All right,
Oh.
Ureva, go ahead and move. Double your movement,
Yeah.
which is 90 feet.
yeah. Freddy's a hero. Alright, so that's 15, and I can't see the opening, so I'm just gonna let it move there. 15.
Fortunately, my hex is gone, because the concentration takes over.
30.
Okay.
Oh.
It was
Thanks,
this
Tony.
opening.
15, so that's 30 feet.
Yep. I'm just moving a little bit at a time anyway,
Yep.
because I can't see anything.
Yep,
Alright,
just
so
keeping track.
30.
She went that way through that big tunnel.
Oh, you just see Rava booking it with anger. She's just pissed. Alright, so she went 40.
Like, as she's passing by, I'm trying to point, like, it was this one. Go that way.
70.
70.
And 20. So that should be 90.
Yep.
Alright, Fred will continue his turn.
Fred just walks away calmly whistling. Do, she go.
He just starts looting. Starts looting.
She just growls out a thank you, Freddy, and runs.
Yep, that's action movement, and I don't want to use my bonus.
You have 5 feet left.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
All right.
And she's, oops. She's booking it too.
Rosemary, you're up.
She's gonna, why can't I move? She's gonna book it too, because I think, there. Is that 60 or 65?
Yep,
I
that's
think
60.
That's 60. And that's, well, and then bonus action, she's going to do a healing word on, let's do BMOC. If I can find my healing word again. Healing word, healing word, healing word, healing word. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't, he's not within range, huh?
He is not within range.
I'll give it to you. I'll give you your Raven instead.
You just see the menace in Rava's eyes and know she needs a little extra health before hunting down this giant lizard.
Ureva is rejuvenated with 8 points of healing from Rosemary, taking us to
Oh, I did.
Ureva.
All right, Ireva, with her 45 feet of movement, is going to run to VMOC, like right next to him, hoping to catch a glimpse. No glimpse.
He just points at the tunnel.
All right, so she's this is if they don't do this, they likely can't complete their mission. So she is going to push on.
It will
on
come
her
back.
own. So she's going to push on to here to be at the edge of the tunnel.
Okay.
so as to not be immediately in her sight. And that is because I could bonus action that, but that's. Oh, I just realized something better I can do.
What's that?
So instead of using movement as a dash action, would you allow me to take that back and use Misty Step to move 30 feet so that I can see the dragon so I can use an action to attack the dragon?
I would allow that.
Okay.
Ooh.
So she will use Misty Step, move right here.
In the blink of an eye, in a burst of leaves, Ireva disappears from sight besides Vimok, only to reappear 30 feet right in front of the tunnel entrance. Glazhael, as her wings are tucked, is perfectly in view.
And boom.
Is she still squeezing?
Yes.
Well, wouldn't that be advantage, I think?
It is a hit. Go ahead and roll again to see if you crit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I already rolled damage. Oh,
That's a critical hit! Alright, so let me take that 13 away. That's why.
what are the effing chances?
1 in 20.
You go.
Right in the butthole.
Jeez.
Wouldn't that be a wormhole?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that is probably the greatest pun we've ever had. That is a D&D pun and a half.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. A wormhole. Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
28 points of damage as this arrow comes streaking across into the tunnel. You have another attack.
Yep.
That's a hit.
Nice.
As Glazhael is moving within this tunnel, trying to get away, these heroes, all of them, bleeding profusely from wounds sustained in this fight, with icicles forming on their bodies. Ireva charging forth, taking the moment into her own hands. How do you want to do this?
All right. Well, she is viewing the back end, and as Glazhael is snuck in there, she would aim for the most vulnerable spot. So she does aim for the wormhole. Hey, dragons have a lot of armor. She's smart. She's trying to kill it.
So the first one's a critical hit, causes it to roar, its neck snaps up, and the next one goes through the back of its skull.
Or you could go that way, yeah.
And
So the dragon rears its head, and as the dragon rears its head in pain, she shoots and aims square into the eye. And as soon as she sees the dragon slump in death, she looks back to Vimok and says, "This is why I live."
All right.
Nice shot.
You must climb in there now and take a trophy.
Yes, pull the dragon out. I mean, you did finish it. I guess you could say the dragon didn't like butt stuff.
No. Yeah, you could say that. All right. Glazhael has been slain. And congratulations to all of you, because we get to level up now.
Whoa.
Yay!
Oh, do I get to ask what bonus Ireva gets now to Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ireva specifically, you... let me get this in. There we go. Now I got some ambiance. Ireva, since you have held this vendetta against dragons. And because you have the favored foe, finally actually taking it within your own hands to complete such a mission. Hunter's Mark will now deal an extra damage die against dragons specifically. So normally your Hunter's Mark just deals a flat 1d6, but if the target of your Hunter's Mark is a dragon, you will deal an extra d6.
Oh, damn.
So you will be doing 2d6.
And this is like pure dragon, right? Not dragon folk and such. Dragons.
Yes.
She just feels some of the power of the dragon's death absorb into her.
So is it
Actually,
only things
yeah.
that...
Actually, that's really cool. Like, as the dragon dies, it's like icy mist energy. You walk up and it slowly kind of like enters your body as you absorb it. That's cool.
So is it monsters that have the dragon type, or is it specifically only dragons the race?
The dragon type.
Okay.
Just want to make sure I have the effect language correct. So we'll look at, okay, if type. There we go. Yep.
Watch out, Resmir.
If type damage 1d6.
Dude, that's awesome. Thank you.
So
All right. So
do we get to level up now, basically?
Yeah, if you want to level up right now, go ahead.
Does that mean we get all health back?
Ireva would quickly, like, I don't know, just housekeeping, like post-fight, she would quickly walk over to check on Vmok. And then she will help him to his feet. She will say, "That dragon's death would not have come from my arrows alone. We shall take our prize from the dragon together."
Vmok was not much of a help. For whatever reason, she made him fear her for some simple reason.
I fell for her fearsome ways as well. If it were not for Freddy, I would not have been able to run here.
Red finally catches up, walking to the top of the ramp. Thanks.
Wait, the dragon's not dead?
Looks away from Freddy that he actually hurt her.
It's dead. I'm just trying to test this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to make attacks on her?
No, I was getting it. Go ahead. Don't mind what's going on.
Okay.
I'm just testing stuff.
So then she will encourage Vmok. "I do not care what you say. I will not take a prize without your hands. Let's go.
He stumbles after her.
Perhaps we can get a nice claw and make a necklace for you."
May I come with?
I believe everyone
Surely.
has earned a prize from this beast.
He follows. He giggles when he sees where the arrow entered the beast.
All right, so I have unlocked your tokens.
All right. And would we find anything on her?
Actually, I have something really cool. I found a module that should allow me to do some harvesting stuff. Called Hammond's Harvesting Handbook. So if I can... Okay. How to harvest. The act of removing useful body parts from a creature is referred to as harvesting. Anything that can be harvested from a creature is referred to as a harvesting material or simply material. In general, only creatures that have died may be harvested, but there may be some exceptions based on context. This section details the steps associated with actually performing a harvest and any factors that may influence. Okay, so you must first appraise the creature to be harvested. To do this, you must spend 1 minute examining the creature to be harvested, rolling an intelligence check, adding your proficiency bonus if they are proficient in the skill corresponding to the creature. A dragon is nature. So if you are, if you're proficient or have training in nature, you get to add your proficiency bonus to your intelligence check.
Okay, so you get to roll, just basically roll nature. It's the same bonus.
Are you proficient?
Nature
with
is nature is intelligence. So go ahead and roll nature. Thought it was wisdom.
But only if you're proficient.
I did it all too late.
I guess Fred will participate too.
Yep, and we could do guidance with this.
Stop rolling first. I'm trying to put it on. Well, I was a little late for Eurava's.
I'm not that worried. It's fine.
Everybody rolling?
I think it's. Yeah, can everyone roll? Or?
I think so what he said is if you're proficient in it, so if you're trained in it, if you have the little star.
Yeah, I'm proficient.
Yep, then you can. But if you don't, you can't.
Okay.
Well, you can. You still get your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Added a 4 to your check, Eurava. You have 21. Freddy has 20. Let's see.
8.
If I can get.
All right. Oops, I didn't mean to.
3.
Wait, is guidance 2?
Freddy has 27.
Thank you.
And then VMOC it's 24. Okay. Okay. Yes. You each have full knowledge of any useful harvesting materials on the dragon. Okay. As well as the DC requirement to harvest those materials, and any special requirements to harvest them. Also, any potential risks in doing so. And you each have advantage to your harvest check. Okay. So let's see what more.
Oh, did you change how they level up?
Did I what?
Yeah, I forgot my.
Did you change how we level up? It's not letting me do it how I used to do it.
I don't know. It might be different.
What did you try to do?
So I tried dragging the shield like I usually did from Ranger onto class and level, and it's saying unable to find record to match link dropped. And then I hit the level up button and tried doing it that way and hitting commit, and it didn't do anything.
Oh no, that one's bad. Don't do that.
Well, they're both bad.
Where's
When
the
you
white
drag
dragon?
the shield, make sure you go off the record and then come back on it.
I don't know where the dragons are.
I think the shield has to be dragged straight onto the class and level. I don't know if you did that.
Well,
Yep.
make sure you when
Okay.
you grab the shield, make sure you go off the little, like where it says class level, go off of that and then come back on it and drop it on. Like for me, it says barbarian, right? Like the little pop up, go off of that and then come back on it. Don't go straight across to it because it tends to screw up when you do that.
Oh, it's not doing that either.
There's also several of them. Try like the player's handbook one or the Tasha's one instead of whatever one you grabbed.
So make sure all your things are open too.
I don't have several of them. I hit the magnifying glass like I usually do, and then grab the shield and drag over.
Oh, so on the right-hand side, you see where it says Library Player Campaign Character?
Mm-hmm.
Select Character, and then go to Classes.
Okay, so it has to be done that way. It only shows Druid. Okay. Never been a Druid.
Never been through it.
Have you loaded all the modules?
Previously, yeah, but I'll do Player's Handbook real quick. See.
Yeah. The
book only has Druid, though.
Yeah, it's weird. The modules might not be loaded for you.
Well, none of them come up for me to load, so...
I might have to look into
It's
that.
okay. How about what I'll do is I'll just add the spells because all I'm doing is adding a couple spells. So then if you just want to bump her up to Ranger 7,
Okay.
I will add in what is, and if it's weird by the beginning of next section, like I know what she's gonna have, so it's not gonna be.
Okay. Glazhael. If I can find it. I think is a adult dragon, but I just want to double check and make sure. If it will let me. Yeah, it is an adult white dragon. Okay, so adult dragons. Let's see. Anybody wishing to can make a nature check to try and harvest. Remember that Ireva, Freddy, and VMOC each have advantage on this because you made your appraisal checks.
Okay.
What are we doing?
If you wish
Another
to harvest.
nature.
Yep, nature check. If you wish to harvest.
Nature check. Not survival, okay. At advantage.
I believe it's
I would be
nature.
at disadvantage or just straight up because I'm tired.
Yep. So when you have, yep. Go.
Oh,
A 1.
I'm really tired.
All right. Good thing that Freddy and Ireva are working together.
Did VMOC get the spear back is the question.
You threw it down below.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it would be
hadn't
down.
looked there yet.
Yep, it would be down below. Let's see. On 15. VMOC,
Uh-huh.
please make me a constitution check.
Constitution check. Constitution check.
All right. 18. As you each are burying yourselves into this dragon, kind of looking for parts that you might take with you, VMOC, you're tired.
Very.
And you're trying to get the teeth out.
Makes sense.
You come dangerously close to puncturing yourself on the tooth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You only sustain 4 points of damage. You are unsuccessful in removing any of the teeth. However, Ireva and Freddy both managed to take some cold dragon bones, 6 of them, as well as a dragon's spine.
Oh.
Okay, so with the dragon bone. Six of those. And Ireva is now encumbered.
Oh, is she?
Yep. Freddy. Get the dragon's spine.
Also encumbered.
Yes. VMOC is unsuccessful in trying to remove these teeth.
I'm so tired.
It's difficult for me to carry this. Does anybody else have any room in their pack?
What?
How much does it weigh?
Oh, and Freddy pulls it out again and is just heaving it. About 20 pounds.
Because you have
What is it that
Um,
you're holding up?
The
He's holding
dragon's
up the
spine.
he's holding up the damaged black dragon statue. Actually,
Oh, that thing. Gotcha.
I can tote it for you, Freddy.
thank you very much, VMOC.
Slurm,
Yeah.
you're wearing the chainmail armor +1, correct?
It's in the party sheet.
Yep.
If you want to grab it.
Oh. Party sheet is somewhere.
It's the eye with the people next to the combat tractor. I think Slurm is wearing this, so I'm just putting it in the...
I'm wearing normal chainmail.
Also, that'd be good.
Here, take this instead.
Okay.
Because I can't wear it. So.
And Ireva is going to throw the scale mail onto the ground. She's just going to say, I have no use for this. Does anyone else want it? I can't carry all of this.
Yeah, Slurm's gonna have to drop the splint.
So doing all this, can we start a short rest?
That's what I was gonna ask.
We're all pretty beat up.
You
She
cannot
could drop-
do anything in order to do a short rest. So while you're doing all this, you're performing actions you cannot rest.
Right.
All right.
I would just like to try and reconfigure items real quick.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what's going on, but it's not letting me add damage to your hunter's mark. I think I need...
Make a separate button.
Yeah, I think I might need to make a separate button specifically for dragons, but that wouldn't really help at all.
Can you just add it as another effect onto the current hunter's mark, and she'll just have to keep track of what her target is?
see,
I think it's because I have a custom command, and it's checking logic. I think it's checking logic for if the target has hunter's mark, do this, and then I have another effect where if target is this creature type, do this.
I think you're overcomplicating it.
Yeah, I think that's not going to allow me.
No,
It's not going to allow me.
Yeah, put the responsibility on her to remember if it's a dragon or not.
I
Okay.
agree. I would say I'm happy for that to be like an extra button for me to hit.
There's got to be.
Just put it in like your character notes or something too.
There's got to be a way. I'll have to try and
Not
figure out
gonna
how to do
forget.
that.
Yep. All right, so Ireva can't use, I'm just gonna like talk out of this, but Ireva can't use the scale mail. It's 45 pounds. I don't know if anybody has room in their weight to carry, but her maximum is 195 and she's at 243.
Yeah, I can carry it if we want to sell it, but I'm already wearing scale mail and it's +1 instead, so.
Is it worth selling, you guys?
Is it magical?
I mean,
At this point, then not really. We have
Look
quite
at
a
all
bit of
this
wealth.
gold and silver and other treasures that we now own.
Yeah, dump
Who
it.
else is coming down here?
All right, so Ireva will say, Freddy, this has no magical qualities, does it? And if you want to use detect magic, but...
So I'll just, cast detect magic.
Well, you probably want to for us looking through the Hoard anyway, in the ice.
Yeah, probably.
Gaze upon that.
I guess while everybody's doing all their stuff, Slim will change her armor.
Okay.
Avert your eyes.
All right, so Ireva is putting
Fred.
this...
Fred casts Silent Image, and a 15-foot wide curtain appears right here. Block off Slurm.
Love it.
How do I drag it into the party sheet? It's not letting me.
But it's like a curtain that you would see like at an opera house, like the ones that like draw up all dramatically. Big red with like flowing velvet.
Here's, how do I yeet stuff onto the ground that I no longer want?
I just put it in the party sheet.
Yeah, that's what I just tried asking how we do that because mine's not doing it.
Accidentally duplicated an item. Get rid
Anyone?
of that.
I just a party sheet, so it's not mine.
I know. This is the third time. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Oh, so in your inventory, you know the little shield thing next to where
Okay,
it
there's
is?
the shield.
Yeah, so you
There we
just drag
go.
the shield into it.
Okay. My thing hasn't been doing stuff right now tonight, so.
With the splint, because that weighs a lot as well.
Oh yeah.
That's
So can
110 pounds. She just
we
dropped.
be taking a long rest as we're just doing item management basically?
A long rest?
Or no, sorry, short rest.
Yeah,
short rest.
short rest. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Leather armor we don't need because I have studded leather, and that doesn't sell worth anything.
Does studded leather sell? Because otherwise I'll just get rid of that too.
No.
If you click on the shield, it tells you about how much it's worth, and at this point,
Also remember with all of your gold, because you have like 2,000 gold pieces, that weighs an amount as well.
Yep.
Which turns out to be like 51 pounds for you, Ureva.
or did you
Actually-
just add that in?
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, so I was confused because the scale mill was 45
actually
pounds, and I went from
59.
243 to 239.
Yep. 59 pounds for you, Ureva. VMOC. Let's see.
Okay. Does anyone? So the dragon bones are 18 pounds each, and I have 6. Does anybody want to carry 2 or 3 of them?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, Slurm can as well.
Okay.
My maximum's 225, and I'm at 103 right now. So
Okay. How do I only put 3? I mean, can I give you 4? Can I just put 4 in the party sheet? Or here, I'm gonna put them all in the party sheet. Take what you want, and then I'll take the rest, I guess. I don't know how to only partially do it. Oh, I just did partially do it.
There you go.
You can also press shift too, and it takes them all.
Nope. It drags one at a time. It used to be all of them, like a year ago, but that's updated, so that's great. Nicole does technology good. All right, I'm gonna throw one more in there. If y'all don't want it, then I'll take it back. But that will give me 20 pounds of free weight, which helps a lot.
yeah, I'm good. I have like over 50 pounds that I can play with.
Well, Ureva needs to spend some money.
I would like to spend money too.
Right.
Should we rest by the treasure?
It's not going anywhere.
Leap on the gold.
No one knows the dragon is dead but us.
So Freddy, you are above weight now with the with all that coins taken into account.
Yeah, Fred just dropped some of his rations, and he's looking at his other inventory to see what it can be lost.
Okay. I think we are good. Okay. So you all take this time after the battle to gather yourselves and take care of your wounds. It was a fearsome fight. Dragons are deadly creatures, but you are victorious. And now it appears that the rest of the castle is at your mercy. We will continue next time after finishing your short rest.
So, real quick question. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you when you started and we were doing so much other stuff. Seeing VMOC fail at getting a dragon tooth, would Ureva be able to attempt to get it for him?
You have
Or
already
no,
made your
because you
check.
rolled differently?
Yep.
Okay.
You've already made your check. Yep.
Alrighty, that's all.
All right.
Most excellent session,
Yes,
dudes.
that was fun. I was nervous about that
Yeah.
because
Sorry
a
about
big
that.
climactic dragon fight. It was like, I got to do this. I got to do it well. I'm happy. You guys were probably definitely taken aback by that breath weapon. I only got to use it once.
Well, I mean, with the breath weapon, you're at the mercy of the dice whether it gets it back. I
Yep.
mean,
I had it recharged, but I didn't get a chance to use it.
oh really?
Yeah. It did not recharge on the next turn. It didn't recharge until I got up top.
Right.
And I thought about using it.
Oh,
but
I
was
would have,
like,
man, dude, I'd have been like,
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I have a little bit more of them in sight. But frickin' Erava with all that damage, man.
Thank Freddy, because Erava would not have gotten it. Would have taken
That was probably
That run though.
that was the
probably
game changing
big
move.
Yep, that was probably the big one, the big point. All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And we will be joining once again next Monday, same time at 10 a.m. to continue this infiltration of Skyreach